In the darkest places on earth, where hope was stripped away, where death was routine, one man discovered a truth so powerful that it could keep a human being alive. This is not just a story of survival. This is the story of meaning. This is the story of Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was born in Vienna, Austria in 1905. From a young age, he was fascinated by one question: why do people live? While other psychologists focused on pleasure or power, Frankl believed something deeper drove human beings. He studied medicine. He specialized in psychiatry and neurology. And by his early 30s, he had already developed a new psychological approach: logotherapy, the idea that the primary motivation of humans is the search for meaning. But Frankl had no idea that history would soon test this belief in the most brutal way imaginable. In 1942, because he was Jewish, Viktor Frankl was arrested by the Nazis. His home, his career, his dignity, all gone in an instant. He was deported to Nazi concentration camps, including Auschwitz and Dachau. On arrival, prisoners were stripped naked, their hair shaved, their names erased. Frankl was no longer a doctor. He was no longer a human being. He became a number. Inside the camps, life was reduced to one thing: survive today. Food was nearly non-existent. Cold was constant. Violence was random. Every day people died from starvation, disease, and execution. Frankl watched as prisoners lost the will to live. Some collapsed on the ground and never stood up again. Others walked straight into electric fences. And Frankl noticed something disturbing. The ones who died first were not always the weakest physically. They were the ones who lost their meaning. In the middle of this hell, Frankl held on to one idea: those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. He realized something extraordinary. Even when everything is taken from you, your freedom, your family, your future, one thing remains untouchable: your ability to choose your attitude.
Frankl chose to believe that his suffering was not meaningless. He imagined himself after the war, standing in a lecture hall, teaching students about the psychology of the camps. That future image kept him alive. Frankl observed three types of people in the camps: those who lived only for comfort, they broke first; those who lived for power, they became cruel; and those who lived for meaning, they endured. Some survived for their children, some for unfinished work, some for love. Frankl discovered that love was the strongest survival force of all. He wrote later, "The salvation of man is through love and in love." Even when his wife died in another camp, something he learned only after the war, his love for her had already saved his life. In 1945, the camps were liberated. Out of Frankl's entire family, he was the only survivor. He returned to Vienna with nothing but his ideas and one burning mission: to tell the world what suffering had taught him. Frankl wrote a book that would change millions of lives: Man's Search for Meaning. In it, he revealed a simple but uncomfortable truth. Life is not about happiness. Life is not about success. Life is about meaning, and meaning can be found through work, through love, through how we face unavoidable suffering. The book became one of the most influential works in psychology and philosophy. Viktor Frankl lived until the age of 92. He lectured around the world. He helped countless people find purpose in pain. His message remains powerful today. You may not control your circumstances, but you always control your response, even in suffering. Life is asking something from you. If Viktor Frankl could find meaning in a concentration camp, then your pain, your struggles, your failures are not meaningless.